trying to decipher the other day. Me and Unknown was kicking it, talking about the Rodney O situation with Kendrick Lamar did, and that is a Barry White replay sample, okay? And it was the song was called "I Want to Love You More and More." One of the first ones he made back in the 70s. I was 16 when that came out. I remember being at the club when it came out. 16, a little teen club, a place called the Summit on the Hill. There's still there. There's still a building there. It's not no longer a teen club. It was a little teen spot, Summit on the Hill. And I remember met me a little honey over there. And that was the song to jam to. That was a song that I was busting slob with in the back of my old little bucket. And I took it to the pad. Yes, sir. And that was like 73, 74. I was in high school. Yeah. Must have been about 73. Because yeah. I was in 73, 74.
Damn. Okay. Take yourself back to high school and even whenever right after high school. What was the concert that you were the most excited to ever go see? Like, well, I gotta go see this concert.
My first concert that I wanted to go see bad, and I did go see it, was the STAX. I was there, dude. I was there. Cost $1. Isaac Hayes was the headliner. The Staple Singers. I think it was Joe Tex. It was Joe Tex. It's two guys, Joe Tex and another cat, Hot Pants. I always got them two confused. They all had the same goofy bald head, George Jefferson haircut vibe. Staple Singers and Barcades. I think the Dramatics on it was all about STAX record label out of Memphis. They came to California, brought their whole lineup. It was at the Coliseum. It cost $1 to see the show. And they did it 2 years back to back, but the second one wasn't as good as the first one because the first one had a lot of issues and they don't talk about it. But again, if you were there, you know.
Watts STAX, so that's not the Watts Summer Festival. That's two totally different things, right?
Two totally different shows. Watts Summer Festival was usually at the park on 103rd. It's Ted Watkins Park now, but it was something else back in the day. Damn, I can't think. We used to hang out there every week, the Vega Club. I can't think of it right now, but Watts STAX and Watts Summer Festival, two different things.
So what's that? Tell us about STAX Records. What do you know about STAX Records out of Memphis?
STAX Records was the shit, man. That was, like I said, that was a label for a lot of hot acts, Barcades. That was the Dramatics original label, if I ain't mistaken.
Will Rogers part. That was it.
Will Rogers. Thank you, folks. Thank you, Vista Light. Will Rogers, exactly. And it had a lot of groovy shit. I'm finna date my hair. A lot of groovy shit came out of Watts STAX back in the day. Back in the day, man, you bought records based on the label. The artist was almost secondary. If you went to the record store and you saw the Watts STAX label, the Motown label, Sound of Philadelphia, depending on what your musical taste was, you would damn sure get a play. Because back in the day, we had 45s. 45s were not sealed in plastic. They just had a sleeve on them. Okay, so you could pull that 45 out and play it, put it back in the sleeve, put it back on the shelf. Whereas a 12-inch, unless it was a promo, had to be opened up and you couldn't sell it as a new record. But 45s, they had a little paper sleeve, pop it out, drop it on the thing. If the clerk played it, that was a good way, excuse me, to get people to buy records. As soon as you come in looking for one thing, the guy behind the counter start playing something else. What is that? Oh, that's the Watts STAX. And it was, they had record salesmen back then. And I tell people all the time, I miss the record business, not the music business, but the record business. Two different businesses. They both were based around music, but the record business was a totally different entity, a byproduct of the music business. The record business is dead. The music business still exists.
Damn. Yeah, everybody, get your questions. I'm definitely copying and pasting everything. I promise I'm not going to forget about you guys. But I want to take it, actually fast forward a little bit, Lonzo, to the 80s, you know, when hip hop really started making a name for itself. And I'm pretty sure we can all agree that, you know, it was mostly a minority thing, blacks, you know, Latinos and things like that. But who were some of the first white people, Lonzo, that you remember who made a major contribution to hip hop?
White people in hip hop.
We could say someone like a Craig Schweischinger, right? Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah. Okay, because Craig over at Skateland, he definitely was a major impact on the West Coast because he was very open minded when it came to hip hop. Yeah, and that was something that was very rare because it was new.
OG Steve, salute, brother.
There you go, Steve. I see you, Doc. Yeah, I was thinking in terms of artists at first, but yeah, Craig over at Skateland was very instrumental in allowing hip hop to fester in Compton. He opened his doors to everything we did, everything Roger, Uncle Jam's Tommy brought over there. It was an open door, and you got to give him his props. Like, he's probably on the line someplace, but if he ain't, much love to you, Craig.
Yeah, we've talked about Craig Schweischinger in the past. Damn, I said that perfectly the first time. Look at me, my literate butt. You've been fucking it up since 1983. But you know, talk to us about Skateland, man. We talked about it in the past. It's been well over a year since we've kind of gone into detail. I know we have new people who don't know about Skateland, man. Talk to us about Skateland, Lonzo, because it was portrayed as well in Straight Outta Compton, right?
Yeah, Skateland was directly right next door to Duto's. If you walk, I could walk out of Duto's door and right into Skateland's parking lot. Skateland was once a bowling alley, Mr. Woodley's bowling alley in Compton. I used to shoot pool there when I was in high school, and we go there after school, shoot pool for a minute, and once the real pool players come, he'd make us leave because we weren't supposed to be in there. And I'd been around, and we bowled there all the time. Mr. Woodley passed, and this building sat there for quite some time. All of a sudden, I passed by, I hear rumors of a Skateland or skating ring coming to Compton, and I go meet Craig, and he was just starting to work on the building. And we talked, and you know, hey man, I wanted to work with you on your grand opening. I promote next door, blah blah blah. And they was putting a maple floor in there. I mean, he took me around the whole. This dude, you got to understand, Craig. He was one of the coolest. He is one of the. He ain't going nowhere. He's one of the coolest. If he's on that, I ain't saying it because he's a follower, but. If he was here, I say the same thing to his face. One of the coolest cats, black or white, I ever met in Compton when it came to hip hop. Open door. Hey man, let's do this right here. Straight shooter, and that's what everybody respected about him. He was a straight shooter. Okay, and he told me when I'm ready, I'll let you know. And he finally got everything together. And the one thing he didn't have was a sound system. Me, Big Slip. DJ Slip from Sound Control Mob, Rockin' Tom, and a few other the homies got together and put the sound system in Skateland. Put some big ass, huge ass